That's great. All right, evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to DuePoint. If this is your first time here this evening, you've picked a good evening to come on. We call it our Tell-All Tuesday. We run it once a month. It's one of our occasions where we get to bring people to stage to talk about what they're doing at DuePoint beyond just the executive and management team, which is who you normally see on stage. So it's quite an interesting night. I think you're going to have fun with it. It is Tuesday night, so it's not like Pooza Thursday or Friday afternoon or graveyard shift. You should be energized and ready for the evening, and I will do my best to keep you entertained. So on the Friday afternoon lunch presentation, when we do this, I always have to put the challenge down to the people in the room to say, your challenge is to stay awake for the next 40 minutes. It's the middle of the day, but it's Friday, and we get a lot of sleepers. Tonight, I think you should be energized. I shouldn't have to lay that challenge down for you tonight. Your challenge this evening is to make sure your phone doesn't ring. Sounds like a simple challenge, but watch. In the next 60 minutes, somebody's phone will ring. All right, shall we put like money on it? I get 500 Rand from you for each time a phone rings. Huh? That'll bring some incentive into place. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DuePoint. DuePoint is a fully licensed short and life insurance company, not a broker, not a UMA, not an underwriter, a full-blown insurance company. I want you to have a look outside our front door on the way out tonight. All of our certificates with the Financial Services Board of South Africa are hanging there, as well as with the Direct Selling Association of South Africa and the Direct Marketing Association of Southern Africa. So we've got more licenses and more degrees in this office than a thermometer. The reason we tell you this is because we want you to have a sense of comfort with who you're dealing with. In South Africa today, there are so many of these things that come and go and come and they like move with the winds. You know, this day it's, this new thing from America, this new thing from here, and, put your money in virtual this and out gold will pop on the other side, and, all this nonsense. And it takes people's money and it's hurt us. It's hurt a lot of us in South Africa. And we don't want you to have that sense. This evening, we want you to have confidence in who you're dealing with. You can see the bricks and mortar. You can see the people. You know this is for real here this evening. We are, of course, a registered financial services provider. That's our FSP number. And we have been around for 70 years. Constantia Insurance Company Limited, the insurance company that we're a division of, has been around for 7 decades. So we're talking long term here. You might not have heard of it, but that's because you're young. The company's older than all of you in this room. All right. Folks, here's the team that works at DuePoint. This is me over here. Brendan Benfield, I'm the senior executive. I've been involved in the financial services space for nearly 2 decades. I'm a chartered accountant. I'm the co-founder and shareholder of Prime Meridian Direct, the insurance company down the road that some of you might have heard of. You see our billboards all over the place. I have done everything in the financial services space, in the insurance space, from the making of products, the pricing of products, the selling of products, the marketing of products. I kind of know the insides and outsides. And that's why I was tasked with setting up the DuePoint division and putting the team together. We grabbed this guy first, Tim Reynolds. He was working in the banking sector at the time. First Rand, which is RMB and FNB. He was working as part of their executive team there. Many, many years of experience in that space, brings a wealth of knowledge to us. Also a chartered accountant. In fact, Rob, this chappie over here, always says that the 3 chartered accountants over here in their own little group, he's just a bit jealous. He's always got some comment like, we're not allowed in, but that's right. He just doesn't understand what we're talking about. Yes, yes. So anyway. So Stacey is our 3rd chartered accountant. She worked for Deloitte before she came here, worked both locally and internationally for Deloitte in the financial services space. So she too brings lots of technical information to the team. Now, the wonderful thing about the DuePoint system, like I've just said to you, is that you can see me here, you can see Tim there, you can see Stacey out there, you can see Jane out there. We're not going to Skype you from Russia in a prison. We're not going to send you emails from America, You can see us right here. This is homegrown South African. We got Jane. Jane's not homegrown South African, but we have planted her in South African soil. She is from the UK, spent the last 15 years in the direct selling space, both in the UK and in South Africa. And she's one of the only foreigners I know personally who's actually taken up South African citizenship, which makes me very proud. That's why I put her on the team. Foreigner, became a South African. We've planted her in South African soil. So she's still homegrown South African, okay? And then we've got Rob over here. Rob's our design guy. Everything that you see here at DuePoint's been designed by him. He's an absolute master at what he does. He ran his own digital design firm for 15 years called Wired in the financial services space, dealt with Investec, Visa, MasterCard, you name it. He's been involved in those campaigns, knows what he's doing, and designs everything that you see here. So the team is pretty solid. We've got across the spectrum about 50 years of experience, all added together. And probably the most important fact is that we're just here for you. So, folks, what do we do at DuePoint? Well, at DuePoint, we have two objectives. The first one is that we're wanting to bring back some certainty, some confidence, and some recurring nature to the income that we earn as South Africans. Right now, all of us are in a very chaotic economy, a very chaotic one that is bashed from pillar to post every single year. Last year, we actually shrunk. There's less people employed this year than there were last year. There's less businesses open this year than there were last year. Every one of you knows somebody who's been retrenched or who has lost their jobs because of the shrinking economy. Now, we're just a symptom of what's going on in the rest of the world. The rest of the world is very sick at the moment, economically speaking. But what it does mean is it means that we are going to live through one of the most difficult economic cycles in the history of man. As the whole world's economy slows down, it is going to be harder and harder for us to make a regular earning. Now, you might not believe me, but this cuts across all the spectrums of the economy in South Africa. Whether you're earning 150,000 Rand a month or 5,000 Rand a month, you have no certainty. I can guarantee it, that you will still have your job tomorrow, next month, next year. It is almost certain that every one of us, no matter what position we're in, will have a new job and a new position in the next 5 years. We will be forced into that position, which means that we cannot create careers anymore. You know, your parents used to say to you, get educated, get experience, go out, get a good job and build a career. Yeah, that doesn't work anymore. 21st century, there's no more career building, not in South Africa. Your job is too tentative. Jobs these days are a scarce resource. Isn't it what they were crying about in the State of the Nation address the other night? The fact that it's now become a scarce resource. And then you know what they did with the diamonds and the gold? They nationalized them. Do you think they're going to nationalize your jobs too? And then you have to get a license to have a job. Folks, I don't know. What I do know is there is no certainty, and you cannot any longer say to yourself, as long as I've got a job, all will be okay. No. I think we've proven already that all is not okay in South Africa's job market. And what we want to do is we want to fix that. As part of our objective, we want to place people in a position where they can be confident again. They can remove their anxiety from whether they'll actually have money each month. We want that removed. Now, of course, by doing that, we want to tackle one of the biggest problems in the South African economy today, which is debt. Debt in South Africa has become completely pervasive. It's at every single economic level. Those that are earning 200,000 and those that are earning 5,000 are all over indebted. I've got piles of stories I could tell you of people earning all sorts of levels of income that are completely broke because they've taken that income and leveraged it to bits and pieces in South Africa to the point that they can't even pay off their debt, even if they're earning 200,000 Rand a month. Now, I mean, we always say we're absolute professionals. We're professionals at debt. The way we've worked out how to extend our income to multiples has put us in a position that 60% of us are behind on our debt repayments. 60% of us. That's like the nation is behind on their debt repayments. It means we're all wearing stolen clothing. We're all driving stolen cars. We're all living in houses that are stolen. Well, I mean, if you're not paying your repayment, somebody else paid for it and you've got their stuff. That's what it is. I mean, it's crazy. We're living in clothes we haven't paid for, houses we haven't paid for, driving cars we haven't paid for. All of us. So it's not like it's not like you are unique. You know, I'm not picking on you tonight. I'm picking on the whole nation. And we have to fix that problem. Because you know what the problem with that problem is? It doesn't go away. It doesn't go, it's one of those things that just becomes like a family member. Like until the day you die, debt will be eating Christmas dinner with you. Debt will be having Easter with you, you know. They're there the whole time. It never leaves you. Every time you buy something, you swipe it, debt's there. And we have to fix that problem in South Africa. It's absolutely necessary that we do that. And the third thing that we need to do as part of our primary objective is we've got to start preparing people for the end game. Right now in South Africa, nobody even thinks about their retirement. It's just, the list of anxieties is too long to even think about the future. And I think coming out of our past, we're so used to not thinking about our retirement. No, well, the kids will look after me. Well, folks, what we want to change in South Africa is the poverty nature of this. When you end up relying on your children one day, it impoverishes everybody. And we want to bring South Africa out of poverty and into a state where even the children can have money and the grandchildren can have money. Golden years of retirement. You hear the Americans always talking about that. I'm entering my golden years. How many South Africans get to enter their golden years? Huh? Nobody. Like 0.5%. I want us to all enter our golden years, which means that we're not going to be reliant on the state's 1,500 Rand a month, and we don't want the people that join us at DuePoint to be reliant on their children. We want them to be supporting their children in growing and lifting us up as a nation. Now, last year, a whole bunch of government and non-government organizations got together, did a whole lot of research on retirement in South Africa, and they said, well, how many people in South Africa will be ready for retirement? Now, what they said was, ready for retirement meant that in your retirement, you still continue to earn what you're earning right now. So if you're earning 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand right now, if you can keep earning that into your retirement, then you're ready for retirement. Because we all know that our expenditure is already at whatever we're earning. We've already discussed that. So you're going to need 10 grand in your retirement if you're earning 10 grand now. You know that. You know you're going to need 20 grand when you retire if you're already earning 20 grand now, because your expenditure is equal that income. So we know that, and they know that too. And they said that if you are going to be ready for retirement, you need to have 10 times your annual salary saved on the day that you retire. 10 times your annual salary, guys. Now, that's not 10 months of your salary. That's 10 years of your salary saved. Because if you've got that, then you'll be able to earn enough interest on your cash balance to earn the amount you're currently earning at your job. Who is on track with their savings of 10 years? Anybody on track in this audience? No, they found that 0.5% of South Africa were on track. The other 99.5, which is basically all of us in this room, are not on track. We do not have 10 times our annual salary saved. Not even close. And in fact, it's impossible. Who of you are in a position to even start saving towards a total like that? No one. So when I say to people, listen, we need to start tackling the retirement issue, and they go, everybody says that. Everybody's talking about it on Facebook, and it's meaningless words. No, it's a real fact that we have got a big problem as a South African nation and as individuals, and we've got to solve that problem here at DuePoint. So that's our first objective. We want to fix the financial position of South Africans. The second objective we've got is obviously we are a 70-year-old insurance company. We are wanting to move this Constantia into the 21st century because we're all in the 21st century. We don't buy the way we used to buy. We don't respond to advertising the way we used to respond to it. Things have changed. And we want to modernize how Constantia distributes its products to South Africa. And with those two objectives put together, we get what we call the DuePoint system. Now, the DuePoint system is where you come in. It's a very simple system. What it says is that every individual in South Africa can become a wealth engineer in the DuePoint system by simply contracting to us. As you contract to us, we give you one task. That task is to go out and connect everybody that you know to us. By connecting all the people that you know to us, you create for us a platform of distribution, a channel into which we can come along as Constantia and sell our products. By selling our products into this channel of distribution, we're able to create revenue. With us being able to create revenue, we're able to create for you an extra income. This is not an income to replace your job. If you've got a job today, like I said, scarce resource, you want to cling to that job. Cling to it. Be fantastic at it. Get promoted. Get as many bonuses as you can because you're one of the few people in South Africa that's got one. But what we want to do, as I just said to you, was we want to bridge the gap now between what you're earning, which is just basically putting the food on the table, and what you need to start breaking free. Breaking free from the debt, breaking free from the impending retirement that's crashing down on you, and maybe even one day get to a point where you can start aspiring again. Start dreaming again about having the things you never even thought were possible. That's what we want to do with this extra income. Now, this extra income is built on the cornerstone of DuePoint's system, and that is recurring income. You'll see people talk about recurring income all the time in these schemes and scams and stuff that you see. Folks, when you say recurring income, it is incredibly difficult to create recurring income in individuals' lives. If you are selling pills and potions and cleaning agents and bits and pieces, the 1 month people are buying, the next month they aren't. And when they aren't, you aren't earning. When they are, you are earning. That's not recurring income. That's income that does this, okay? Even your salary is not a recurring income anymore in South Africa because it could be gone tomorrow. You could lose your job, you could get retrenched, you could get sick and have to go to hospital, get knocked over by a car and you're in a hospital, and it's gone. That's not recurring. Recurring income is income that's there even when you can't work. That's what recurring income is. So when somebody says to you, oh, we create recurring income, challenge them on that. Will it still be there when I can't work? Will it still be there when I can't sell? Will it still be there when people aren't buying? That's the question you ask them. Now, at the DuePoint system, that was the questions we asked ourselves on day one when we put this whole thing together. And we made it the cornerstone. We said it has to be recurring income. And we used our financial services products and our lifestyle products to create this recurring income. They run on debit order systems. They run every single month. And every single month that those debit orders are paid, you're paid. Even if you're in hospital, even if you can't work, even if you can't do anything for DuePoint. When that income's there, it's there every single month for a lifetime, as long as people keep paying those debit orders. Absolute power that's built into there. Folks, the second most important thing that we built into the DuePoint system was the power of leverage and duplication. People often say, Brendan, I don't have time for this. Well, welcome to the club. This is a big club of I don't have time here. Nobody has time anymore. Nobody. We are busy as hell all the time. Our jobs take up 40, 50, 60, 80 hours a week. Some of us that run our own businesses know it's 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Nobody's got time. But you know what the reality is? There's a little bit of time that you do have. And if you could leverage the little bit of time of a whole bunch of other people, you suddenly would have a whole lot of time to be building this extra income with DuePoint. And we put that leverage into the system. I'm going to show you later how it works. But it is, what it results in is the fact that this is not a full-time or part-time job. I've seen that as well. Come and work part-time or full-time. No. There's no full-time, part-time at DuePoint. This is flexi time. It is your choice of time. It's a tool, not employment. You are not employees of ours as wealth engineers. What we've done for you is we've placed the system in your hands as a tool. And we say, whatever time you want to spend on it, spend on it. It is an input-output tool. So if you spend more time on it, it'll put more out. If you spend less time on it, it'll put less out. But it's your choice, and you use it exactly when you want to. You are completely independent of us. You are in no way, shape, or form an employee of ours. You're independent. You choose when and how you want to build it. And folks, there's absolutely no risk in becoming a wealth engineer at DuePoint. There's no startup cost. Guess what? No box starter kit that you have to buy, no manual you have to buy, no nothing that you have to buy to become a wealth engineer. And there's no monthly fee for being a wealth engineer. No business fee, no this fee, that fee, no fee for being. As a Constantia product owner, as part of the package, you get to be a wealth engineer for no additional fee here at DuePoint. So if you choose tonight to become a wealth engineer and tomorrow morning you wake up and go, that guy on the stage duped me, I don't want to do this anymore, it's fine. No money will have passed your hands this evening. You will have lost nothing in becoming a wealth engineer at DuePoint. Folks, you do not require any qualification or experience. You're not brokers of ours. You're not representatives of ours. You're not agents of ours. Geez, I see all these things out there that frighten me. That you're not any of these. You're not an employee of ours. You're none of these things of ours. And therefore, it is for every single South African. Folks, you are, however, building an asset for yourself. Now, the only way you can build an asset is where something has a recurring income. When it has a recurring income, you can price it. That's how businesses are priced. They look at the revenue that comes in every month, and then they price the business. You have now created for yourself a channel of distribution with us that has a recurring income, which means you can price it. And if you can price it, you can sell it, you can transfer it, and it will outlive you. When you pass away one day, your DuePoint channel will pass on to your children, and they will earn the income you have created. Now, wouldn't that be nice? Instead of giving them the debt, remember the family member that's the debt? Instead of giving them that family member, you can give them a channel that's earning income for them. That's what we do. It is of real value to you. But most importantly, folks, I think for most of us, the key thing in the DuePoint system is there's absolutely no selling. As wealth engineers, you do not sell DuePoint's products, not in any way, shape, or form. That's our task. Our task is to sell the products of Constantia DuePoint. Your task is to simply connect us to the people. None of our products have tangible things, so they're not milkshakes and pills and potions. So there's no storeroom that you have to back your bucky up to once a month to buy all the stock and then go and put it in your refrigerated garage so it doesn't go off. There's none of that. And folks, there's no need for any distribution. You don't have to have anything special to do this. It's all at your fingertips. It's all online. It's a system of absolute convenience for you. So, my dad always used to tell the story that when he was an insurance broker, in the dark ages when things were still in black and white, he said that he used to go to people and he would open his briefcase and he would pull out the paper application form and he'd say, "You're very lucky. This is my last insurance policy." He said it worked like a charm. Fortunately for you, there are no paper application forms at DuePoint. Everything is online. You will never, ever run out. So, folks, how do you build a channel of distribution for us at DuePoint? What is the single task you have to do for us? Well, it's simple. Go out and tell everybody about the DuePoint system. Not our products. No. You're not selling our products. That's my job. You're going to tell them about the system. The system we've created that allows you to create recurring, confident, certain income. That's the Wealth Engineer's product sale. Recurring, confident, recurring income for individuals. That's what you tell them about. The system that we've got in place to do it, which we'll be talking about in the next few minutes. And as you do that, as you talk to people about the realities of their economics and the realities of South Africa, some are going to catch the vision and want to become wealth engineers as well. When they do, we add them to you and your channel is born. You go out, you talk to everybody else, or they go out, they talk to everybody else, and the same thing happens. They inspire people to become wealth engineers, we allocate them to you, and your channel starts to grow. Soon there's tens, hundreds, thousands of individuals perhaps that are talking about the DuePoint system and adding wealth engineers to your channel. We then come along and we, DuePoint Constantia, sell our products into this channel of distribution. Sell it in, and we create that income for you. Now, what's very important to note, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a scheme, it's not a shape you've read about, it's not any of those things. This is a genuine income earning opportunity created by a long-standing insurance company in South Africa. Which means, like your employment, like starting your own business, you don't get rich overnight. You have to apply yourself to it. Time, energy, thought, persistence, determination is what is required to change your life forever. It's relatively easy to earn a little bit of money. I'll show you now. But if you want to change your life, this is the real deal. You're making income that lasts till your last breath. We're going to have to put the effort into it. There's two ways you earn with the DuePoint system. The first is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 every time somebody in your channel makes a payment, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment is made. So, for instance, those folk that you spoke to directly, the people you directly introduced into your channel, they're on what we call your first point. Every month that they pay for their products, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, that's R55 every month that they make that payment. It's not R1, it's not R5, it's not R12. I mean, I've seen all of these things that have come from like the 19th century. No, folks, this is significant. It is material, and it is designed for you to feel it almost immediately into the income flowing into your household. These folk go out and talk to a few more people. They pay their products. These are people on your second point. So it's people you introduce to introduce people. Second point, they pay their products. You get R27.50 multiplied by 200% every month that they pay their product. That's R55. There's just a couple of dots on that screen. Add that up, feel the difference that would immediately be making into your income. It's not changing your life yet, but you can feel it. This carries on out throughout your channel at now a diminishing rate down to the 8th point. But there is no limit to how much you can earn with the returns program. From the 8th point onwards, as long as you qualify to earn, you will always get 4% of R27.50. So for instance, you do this for a while, you've got 12 points in your channel. Fantastic. Someone makes a payment on the 12 points and you qualify to earn, you will get 4% of R27.50. You grow it for another 10 years, and maybe you've got 25 points on your channel, and someone on the 25th point makes a payment and you qualify to earn, you'll get 4% of R27.50. What this does is it builds real legacy for you. This means you're never limited in your potential as a wealth engineer and in changing the income that flows into your household. You can grow it with all the effort and energy you can muster in this life without limit. So, folks, this is just dots on a screen. It can get a little bit meaningless. It doesn't really tell you what you'll be earning. So we asked ourselves the question, practically, how much can you reasonably expect to be earning with the DuePoint Returns program? And that's a good question. It's tough to answer. We need to know how fast you'd be growing your channel. So we took 2 decades of information that we had, and we did some maths on it, and we came up with what we think is a reasonable and conservative growth rate for you. We call it the 3+2. We said if you were a brand new wealth engineer, and in your first month with us, you just put 3 people on your first point, just 3 people in a month on your first point. And then every month thereafter, you put just 2 people on your first point. So it's 3, and then 2 plus 2 plus 2. So 1 every 2 weeks. This is not onerous. This is not part-time, 15 to 20 hours a week. This is a handful of hours a month. 2 people every month thereafter. And you remained persistent at that. And you worked with all the guys that you put in to do the same thing. And then we applied our lapses and cancellations and people not doing 3+2 to that maths. We came up with what we think you can reasonably and conservatively expect to earn with the DuePoint system. You do 3 plus 2 for 6 months, and after 6 months, we reckon you'll be earning 2,500 rand a month with us. 2,500 rand a month, for some of you, you're going, oh no, 6 months worth of effort for 2,500 rand? No, thank you. But I think you've forgotten that you've just increased your household income by 30,000 rand a year. That's a 30,000 rand increase to your salary, and you did it in 6 months with us. If you can push through to a year, 12 months of 3 plus 2, we reckon that you would be on about 9,000 to 10,000 rand a month. 120,000 rand a year, more income flowing into your household after 1 year of what we think is reasonable effort in growing your channel here at DuePoint. 1 year. And it's 10 grand every single month going forward, not just once, every single month. Now, if you can push through to 2 years, 24 months of plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, working with your teams, people dropping off, etc., we reckon you'll be on about 27 to 30,000 rand a month. That's 360,000 rand a year. 360,000 rand a year in 2 years. 2 years. If you could push through to 3 years with our returns program, we reckon you'd be on about 45 to 50,000 rand a month. That's 600,000 rand a year. If you could push through to 4 years, we reckon you'd be on about 60 to 65,000 rand. That's 720,000 rand a year. 60,000 rand a month. You've now gone beyond the aspirations of most South Africans. You've done it in 4 years. But if you can push through to 5 years, we reckon you'd be on about 80 to 100,000 rand a month. That's R1 million a year, and it now puts you in the top 0.5% in the country, earnings-wise. And you've done it in half a decade, 5 years. Now, I get mixed reactions to this. I get people who say to me, Brendan, that is way too long. There's no ways I'm waiting 5 years. I need the 100,000 rand now. Then I just refer them to Facebook. Because anybody who promises you 100,000 rand in 3 months has obviously never worked. Because you know that if you go and do any form of employment, you are never getting to 100,000 rand in 3 months. And of course, it's not sustainable. How do you build a model that pays people 100,000 rand in 3 months and lasts for their life? We are not interested in people who say, I used to work for DuePoint, I used to earn this, I used to that. No. We are interested in a model that pays you to your last breath. That means you're going to work for it. And 5 years is nothing. It's a blink of the eye. It's a blink of the eye. 2017, 7 years ago was the Soccer World Cup. Does it feel like 7 years ago to you? It feels like yesterday to me. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy. 5 years can change everything. Now, folks, this is just mathematics. I can make it look any way I like. It's not what we did, but we can. We like to see this in action. And that's why you're here tonight. That's why you picked such a good night to come, because tonight we're going to see it in action. Tonight we're going to talk to wealth engineers who are building with the tool at DuePoint and proving our maths right or proving our maths wrong. But either way, you're going to see tonight what can be done with those that are using the DuePoint tool. First up tonight, we've got a chap called Eugene Merkel. He joined us a while ago, 29th of September, all of like 5 months ago. Okay, pretty fresh here at DuePoint. He's a rank 2 wealth engineer. We'll talk about that in a moment in our XP Rewards training program. And over the last 3 months, he started growing his income quite nicely. He's up to 3,700 rand a month at the moment. Now, that's his maximum potential earning for February. Folks, if you could imagine, what would it feel like for an extra 3,700 rand a month coming into your account right now? It's not big numbers, but what would it feel? Would it help? 3,700? We're looking at 40,000 rand a year here. 40,000 rand a year, and Eugene's done it in 4 months. Remember I said it was going to take 6 months to get to 2,500 rand a month? 4 months to 2.5, 5 months to 3,700. This is what Eugene's done. Fortunately for you tonight, Eugene's in the house. So he can tell us how he did it, just in case one of you want to know. Eugene, why don't you come join us up here on the stage? There we go.
Thanks, Brendan.
Eugene. Tell me, Eugene, what do you do? Because you've obviously got plenty free time. Because that's the only way you could do this. You must have lots of free time, nothing else to do in your life.
No, definitely not, Brendan. I've got a full-time job. I'm actually a senior operations manager for Merchants Dimension Data.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so it's quite a heavy job, and I spend quite a lot of time there.
You're
so
on call,
I don't have much time. I'm on call 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Fantastic.
even when I'm on holiday.
Now, Dimension Data, that is a big brand company in South Africa. Has it set you free financially?
No.
No.
And yeah, no,
I
it
don't
hasn't.
understand. It's Dimension Data.
You know, and I think this was what I looked at originally when I was looking for an opportunity, because I've been working. I don't look as old as that, but I'm 48 years old already, and I've had fairly stable jobs. I've been working since I've left school, but nothing has set me free. All that's happened is I've earned enough money to put food on the table and live day to day. So what I wanted to look for, I wanted to look for something stable and sustainable, and something that would be recurring and that I wouldn't have to work for the rest of my life. So when Loki invited me actually to DuePoint, I think I was one of many of you here that was very, very skeptical about this opportunity, thinking about it's one of those things. How much am I gonna have to pay so that I can get into this, so that I can earn? So I'm first gonna put myself into debt and then spend the next 3 to 4 years paying off that debt before I can start earning. I was pleasantly surprised when I looked at DuePoint and there was nothing up front. And
Is there anything every month? Do we bill you for something every month to be a wealth engineer?
only my product,
That's right.
but that is all. And for that product, I often say to people, I get a tangible asset that I've got. You know, so I'm getting something for it, and I'm getting the system for free. So basically, I look at it. I've got a business for free every month that has got a potential of earning me what I want to earn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic, Eugene. And Eugene, you were telling me earlier, for you, given the job you have, one of the critical things that you said to yourself is not only about the financial freedom, which yes, you want, and it's burning in your head now as you come up on your 50s, but also the fact that you want to be free time-wise. You've just burnt up all your time over the years.
Yep. So another thing I looked at was that I'm probably going to have to work until I'm 90 or die before that, before I can actually take some time off. So with DuePoint, when I came in here, I said, I'm going to give it a chance. And as I gave it a chance, and as I started to look at what my goals were, and starting to put my goals in place, I've set myself a target, and I'm going to mention it here to everybody so that it holds me accountable as well. I've set myself a target between the next 5 to 7 years to actually retire from my formal job, but then I'm looking at continuing DuePoint and providing a legacy for myself and my family.
Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. That is awesome. Now, of course, you know, we understand the difficulties of building channels. I mean, you are dealing with people. People are amazingly disappointing creatures. Yes. They've got it the one day and the next day they haven't. Yeah. As you talk to your team this evening, and I know you've got lots of guys watching live stream from around the country and guys in the audience, what do you want to say to them? Like, what do you want to give them to say, hey, we can do this work. We can do this work.
I think first thing, before I actually tell them what we can do, I want to just say to everybody here that this is about teamwork. And this is about us all succeeding and all working together. And that is it. I wouldn't be having what I've got now without my team. And thank you for that to each of them out there. I think secondly, what I'd like to say to my team and to everybody is to start to dream again. So I think what often happens, especially within South Africa, you know, we look and all we really do is exist from time to time, day to day. So all I want to say is dream, look back at where you saw yourself in the future, and dream again, set your goals, and work towards those goals.
Fantastic, Eugene. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Eugene. Thank you, man. There you go. Yep, 5 months. 5 months change. 5 months in your life could make the change too. Absolutely awesome. Folks, the second way you earn with the DuePoint system is through our XP Rewards program. Our XP Rewards program is designed to train you from beginner to expert wealth engineer. Some of you have done this before. Maybe it didn't work out because you were doing it wrong. Some of you have never done this before. Well, our training program makes sure that you get it right this time with DuePoint. And as you complete the steps in our training program, we give you what we call XP points, experience points, a measure of how experienced you are as a wealth engineer here. And as you do all of this, as you accumulate your experience, and as your channel naturally starts to grow, we start to reward you. In addition to those returns we were talking about. Starts off with just a little bit of cash, just to keep you motivated. First few weeks that you're with us, you can get this cash. As you get a little bit more serious, a little bit more experienced, and as your channel gets a little bit bigger, we start to get a little bit more serious about the cash that we add on top of your returns. At the same time, we start to give you tools that we know through our experience accelerate the growth of your channel. The first one comes in at rank 5 in our training program, where we give you an imported memory stick worth 1,200 Rand from the United States of America. This memory stick plugs into every single electronic device in South Africa and comes loaded with our introduction presentations, downloads, testimonies, tools, everything you need to talk to someone about the DuePoint system with. This means that anywhere you are, anytime, whether you've got an internet connection or not, as long as you've got that memory stick in your pocket, you can plug it in and show people about DuePoint, growing and accelerating the growth of your channel. At rank 7, we give you your own set of imported business cards, 12,500 Rands worth, gold gilded, customized for you. When you hand someone the best business card in the country, which it is, and you can have a look at a set in our glass cabinet to believe me, they're going to have 2 questions for you. Who is DuePoint and what do you do for them? And so your channel grows. These tools are designed in our training program to assist you. Way better than any training program you're doing at your office. There they give you a plastic pen and like a little pad that's printed on and you can hardly use it. We're going to give you real things here in our training program. Folks, and then at rank 9, we change your life forever. We take you and your family away for the rest of your life, once a year, for a week, 5-star business class, all expenses paid. So long as you maintain your channel size, from the time you become rank 9, every year you have a new problem. It's how you're going to explain to your boss that you can afford this when he knows how much he's paying you. Every single one of you in this room can become rank 9 in the DuePoint system. This is a black and white system. It is criteria driven. You do this, you get that. It is an input-output tool. You put effort in, it gives out. Every one of you can be rank 9. This thing here is not the first 5 people that get there go away, or the 5 people I draw out of a box get to go away. No, it says every rank 9 comes away with us every year with their spouse and 2 children for the rest of their lives, as long as they maintain their channels, their channel size. Folks, this is where all the rank 9s are going away in 2017.
Where no one can see you stand
So, folks, everything at DuePoint is earned and not won. There's no competition here. There's no winners here. There's only people that have worked and earned the outcome that they've got. And we want everybody to come with us on that. That footage there is from the actual hotel. It's Troyobishas. You can go and look it up. It's one of Mauritius's premier hotels. We're going to spend a week there at the end of this year. Every single one of you can come along with us. But it'll be a decision to change your priorities in 2017. Your job cannot be your number one priority anymore. It now needs to become your number two priority, the one that puts the food on the table. Your number one priority now becomes changing your life forever with us. That's what's got to happen here if you want to succeed with DuePoint and join us on these sorts of things. At rank 11 in our XP Rewards program, we give you another useful tool, your own car. It's not given to you for a month or for a year. It's not rented to you, and it's not branded. It's your car. It's your tool. You'll take it out, and you will use it to grow your channel and to change your life forever. That's what we do in our XP Rewards program. We run both short and medium-term quests in our XP Rewards program, all designed to create sustainable and better and long-term channels for you. Everybody who completes the criteria of these challenges is rewarded. Everyone who completes them is rewarded. Right now, we're running our middle-term, medium-term XP Rewards quest called the Ironman Easter Challenge, and it runs until the 31st of March, which means we've still got 6 weeks. And everybody that completes the criteria of this challenge will come away with us over the Easter weekend to the Western Cape, right there. That's the view you'll have. Grand Rouge Hotel for 4 days on a 100,000 Rand Easter holiday. Business class, 5-star, all expenses paid. Every one of you can be there this April with us over the Easter weekend. Just find out the criteria from your lead wealth engineer and put the work in, and it's yours. We run monthly wealth quests in our XP Rewards program. These are short-term. They change every month. And those, again, all of those who complete the criteria of the challenges are rewarded with tools we know will accelerate the growth of your channel and build better channels for you. This month, we're running our Conference Conqueror. It was our annual conference month this month. You just missed it. And on this, all of those of you wealth engineers who are going for it, what you needed to do was put a new person on your first point, bring them to the conference, and get them qualified by the end of the month. If you do that, you get your own cell phone and a free ticket to next year's conference, which you know is worth a minimum of 500 Rand. Add up the value there, and it's yours in 1 month of being a wealth engineer with us here at DuePoint. So, folks, where do we get all the money to do this? This is the big question that comes up often. Well, folks, the maths is relatively simple. I've spent a lot of my career in the traditional space, and what we do in the traditional space is we spend hundreds of millions advertising to you every single month. TV adverts, billboards, radio adverts, newspaper adverts, SMSing. Any way we can market to you, we market to you. Costs millions. Millions of carte blanche, 30 seconds on a Sunday night, 180,000 Rand for 30 seconds. If I run a 60-second ad on carte blanche, it's 360,000 Rand for 60 seconds. It costs a fortune. This industry spent over R1 billion on direct marketing last year. Now what we do is we reverse engineer the cost of all of that down into your product payments, your funeral cover, your life cover, your car cover, your banking fees. All include 35 to 50% next month's marketing cost. Every time you pay that premium or that product payment, you know you're paying for next month's marketing. Now, at DuePoint, we do no direct marketing. You will never, ever see an advert for DuePoint anywhere because you connect us to the people. And that means that in the product payments we receive, is that money that would have gone to SABC, DSTV, etc., it's now available to you and your channel. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. All right. Well, now, let's look at somebody else that's using the tool at DuePoint. Maybe you're not a believer yet. Maybe you still think we're trying to advertise to you and this is a big marketing ploy and blah, blah, blah. Well, let's get some more real people on the stage here with us. Here's the next lady, Agamsol Nayadeni. Soso's from Cosmo City, the famous Cosmo City in Joburg. I'm going to give you a mic in a minute. 25th of July last year, she joined us. Hey? It's been about 6 months. 6 months with us. Remember I said 6 months with our system, 2,500 Rand a month is a reasonable expectation of what you can be earning. Yeah, I think Soso's proved our maths wrong again. 9,500 potential maximum earning in February, Absolutely unbelievable. I said 12 months to 9,000 to 10,000 rand a month, didn't I? This is 6 months in. 6 months in. Now, so. This is not the first time So-So's been on the stage. You don't move like that and get on the stage just once. She's been here before, where she said to me that the reason she joined DuePoint was that if it went bad, she knew where to find me. So while So-So's quite tiny, I'm quite scared. So, you obviously have lots of free time because, wow. You must do nothing else other than DuePoint. Is that true?
No.
No. What do you do?
I'm a very busy woman. I'm running a preschool with more than 100 kids. I'm very busy, but I needed second income. That is why I joined DuePoint.
That's right.
Because I want to be involved in businesses. I want to do lots of businesses. But I needed a capital. That's why I joined DuePoint.
Absolutely. I actually heard the other day a lot of people saying they're tired of going out in the market trying to find funding for their ideas. In South Africa, this is not a capital-rich country. You can't find funding. You can't find it. And so being entrepreneurial says, there's businesses I want to run. I can make the capital. I can get the funding myself through the DuePoint system and then go out and do the businesses I want to do. Absolutely awesome. Now, there's one very special thing about So. As I said to you, we had our annual conference this Saturday, and she was recognized there for a very, very important reason. Last year, 2016, you can see she started on the 25th of July. Let's call it August last year. In the time it took her to go from July/August to December, So introduced personally, as herself, personally, the most number of individuals to DuePoint of any other wealth engineer in the country. In 6 months, she introduced 137 people to her first point. So again, So, we get people that say to us all the time, I've spoken to everyone I know, everyone said no. How on earth did you find 137 people to say yes?
Oh, there are so many people out there, and they all need second income. What I do, as Mr. Brendan always says in the presentations, he always say, go out and tell everyone about the DuePoint system. Everybody needs second income, so I do that. You don't have to say much. You don't have to sell it. Just invite people and tell them about the second income. People will take you serious.
It's fantastic. I love it. I love it. I said to So beforehand, tell me, where's the... Eugene had just been telling us that the funniest place he signed somebody up for DuePoint was in the sauna at the gym, which I just thought was dirty, but effective. And so I said to So, where's the funniest place you've signed somebody up for DuePoint? And she said, I don't understand. I sign them up everywhere. Everywhere. I can't answer that question. If I see them, if they're within, it's the half-meter rule. Anyone within half a meter gets signed up into DuePoint. If they're not within half a meter, So just moves closer. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. 9,500 Rand a month, So you're really starting to make your dreams come true.
Yes, I can see my dreams are coming true.
You've got a big channel already, some watching online, maybe lots and here tonight. What do you want to tell them about 2017? Where are you going in 2017 with them?
I'm going to Cape Town with my team. I am going. We are going as a team, and then we will be in Mauritius. And I'm not going to buy any car, Mr. Brendan. I'm looking forward to go to rank 11. I'm waiting for that Mini Cooper. Yes, we are going.
You're going.
And then there's a story that I always relate to. It's a Bible story. I remember the time the Israelites were in the wilderness. They were on their way to Canaan. Some of them died on the way. They couldn't make it. So I always tell myself that I'm on my way to Canaan. And Canaan is DuePoint, which is the land of milk and honey. I refuse to die on the way. I will make it. If I will make it, you can make it too.
Fantastic. Well done. Well done. Well done. There we go. There we go. 6 months, ladies and gentlemen, and you can see how she's changed her life already. And none of this has been won. None of this. So put 137 people in. That is hard work. while running her own business. She didn't run out of people, which is the one excuse we get. She didn't not have enough time. And she didn't go, this looks like a scheme. She said, no, I'm on my way to the land of milk and honey, and I'm going to be the one that makes it. And that's all that it does. Folks, there are 3 products that we as Constantia DuePoint sell into your channel, not you. After this presentation, please don't come to me and say, but Brendan, when I'm trying to sell your Access Wealth, no. You should never do it. I'm a much better salesperson than you. Do not sell any of our products. What are you telling people about at DuePoint? You are telling them about our system. The opportunity, the earnings. That's what we talk product. And now I'm going to talk product to you right now. What we sell into these channels of distribution that you create for us are 3 products. The first is our Access Wealth Plan. It costs 299 Rand. For the 299 Rand, we open up a tax-free investment account for you at Sanlam. Every month, we take 100 Rand of the 299 Rand, and we put it in that investment account for you. That tax-free investment account is a no-notice, immediate access investment account for you, which means that you can draw that 100 Rand straight away if you want. There's no like 5 years or 10 years before you can see your money. It's yours immediately. And there's no cost on withdrawal of that money for you. In addition, we give you 110,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. So if you pass away from an accident, your beneficiaries get whatever you've invested and how the market has gone up or gone down, and 110,000 Rands with a personal accident cover. That is how you change lives. That's material, it's significant, and it impacts people immediately. As I said to you, as a product owner of Constantia, you're immediately a wealth engineer for no additional startup or monthly fee. The second product that we have is our Wealth Guard product. Our Wealth Guard product for 274 Rand a month gives you 1.1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. It has no maximum age limit, no medical declaration or medical examinations, no waiting periods or deferred benefit periods. After your first payment, you have 1.1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. Your 97-year-old grandmother dying of diabetes can have this product to her last breath. Folks, we find these products extremely innovative. We've worked hard to produce them and create them. We've been able to do this because you're dealing with the source here. We are the insurance company. We can do things like this. Our third product is our Wealth Points program. This one excites me the most. It's my favorite. What it does is it allows you for 274 Rand a month to leverage the leverage we have as a corporate in South Africa. We go to all the people you're already spending money on. Groceries, entertainment, travel, anything like gymming, everything that we've got in there. And we go to those suppliers and we negotiate corporate rates. Corporate discounts, corporate prices, vouchers, account managers, personalized service. And as a member of our Wealth Points program, you get access to it as if you were us. We've even got Eagle Ford there. You want to buy a new Ford, they will make sure you get the best price in the country. We've got Atlas Travel. Gives you they do travel for Investec and private banks. You get that for 274 Rand a month. That's part of it. We love that price. For of the 274, we take 100 Rand and we convert it into Wealth Points for you. And the Wealth Points are our voucher system, which you can then spend on your suppliers, whatever you need during the month, which means the actual cost of this product is only 174 Rand a month. We love it. This is my favorite product. I think it's the best for immediate benefits. Folks, as a wealth engineer, which you become as a product owner at Constantia, you get all the benefits of this business. The first is you get the entire support of the executive and management team here. At any point in time, you can book us for team meetings, individual meetings. We'll motivate you, strategize with you, set goals with you, train you, everything. You get us during business hours. You can book us at no cost. You get this entire venue at no cost. At any point in time during business hours, you can use it. Our presentation rooms, our breakaway rooms, our boardrooms, our free Wi-Fi and tea and coffee. Anything you need to build your channel is available to you at no additional cost as a wealth engineer. Then, of course, folks, you get all of our state-of-the-art technology. Everything here has been built in the 21st century. All of our websites, our apps, our everything, this entire business is at your fingertips. You can add someone to your channel while flying on an airplane. Latest technology. And of course, folks, we're nationwide. We're absolutely nationwide. We stream all of our presentations out of this office every single day, Monday to Saturday, which means that anybody, anywhere in the country that has an internet connection, you can sit them down in front of it, and I'm there in front of them, live. As well as our YouTube, which has got all of our recorded stuff, and you've got us live anywhere in the country. So there's no excuses for failing at DuePoint. Everything has been put in place for you. And we've got a nice example of this. Someone using the tool, someone not available to come to our offices because they're too far away, and building a ragingly successful business with DuePoint. We're going to look at 3 individuals, 2 of which happen to be up here today, which is great, that are doing this remotely because of the tools they have with the DuePoint system. This is the chap who is changing the country at the moment. Spa Mandla, Durban, KZN. As far as I know, he's never ever been in this building. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was he here before the conference? Did he come here before the conference? No. He has never set foot in this office. So the next person who tells me they can't build this business because they can't get people to our head office, I'm going to laugh at. This man joined us on the 18th of October last year. That's like 10 minutes ago. And his maximum potential earning for February is 32,000 Rand a month. 370,000 Rand a year. He's built it in 3 months. What do we know? He's already booked his ticket to Cape Town, Western Cape with us, and he's about a hair's breadth away from coming to Mauritius, and he's got a year ahead of him still. Do you think that he has lots of time? Why do you think he's not here this evening? He's earning this amount of money. He can afford a ticket up to Joburg. Because right now, he's chairing a meeting for his own business. That's why he does not have time. But what he does have is vision and determination. That's what he has. And he's changing his life. And he's changing the lives of many people. This is the thing about this business. You do not succeed alone. You succeed by changing the lives of many people. And 2 of those people are here this evening. 2 of them. And I'm going to call them up. Norma and Chichi, come join me up on stage. All right. Oh, come and stand on this side of me. Come and stand on this side of me. There we go. Chichi, move over for me. Move over, move over. There we go. Stand over there. There we go. All right. Now, Norma is injured, and she's climbing on stage, so we're not going to spend long with Norma on stage tonight because she's hurting. But she's earning money, you see, to pay for her repairs, for the panel beating.
Yes.
All right. Fantastic. Norma, take that nice and close.
Yes.
Norma, you're part of Spa Mandla's channel, are you?
Yes.
Yes. Did he show you the business?
Yes.
What did you think about this business when you saw it that first day?
Oh, I thought this thing is a scam. I asked Pamandla, this is not a scam. He said, no, Mama, this is a business. Come and see.
And you were in and you're building.
Yes, we were in and asked Gigi and also Joara.
Yes.
Come and see the video.
And start building for you.
And start building,
So let's see
yes.
what you've done in the last few months. 3rd of November, you joined. 3rd of November. So that was just a few months ago. And already Norma is changing her life. So Norma, what do you do as a full-time profession?
No, now I'm not working. I'm sticking doing
DuePoint?
with my team. Yes.
What were you doing before, though?
I was teaching them.
You were a teacher.
Yes.
Full-time teacher.
Yes.
Now we're doing DuePoint full-time. Look at that,
Yes.
3rd of November, first month with us, some money, and won 100 gigabytes, not one, she was rewarded. Finishing the monthly wealth quest, was rewarded with 100 gigabytes of data, valid for a year, and a Wi-Fi router. So is streaming a problem for you down in Durban?
No.
No
I'm
problem.
using it with my team.
That's right, every week, every day.
Every day.
That's right, building a
Yes.
channel with the tools that we've got.
Yes.
Norma, I don't want to hurt you for too long, so I'm going to let you sit down. Thank you very much for coming up from Durban to talk to us tonight.
Thank you.
There we go. Fantastic. There we go. All right. All right, now, have you been wondering who's been doing all the talking at the front of the presentation room the whole evening? It's this very special lady here. Hey? Chichi Bombo. Best name in the whole of DuePoint. Best name. Fantastic. Chichi, were you one of the very first people that Spa showed the business to?
Yes, he showed me on the 19th.
On the
Because
19th?
Yes, he joined in the 18th. And he said, you mustn't tell anybody. It's just for you. It's just for you and me. Because in Durban, people don't trust us. We was the first person, like a pilota of those scams was in Durban. Everyone was starting from me and Spa because they know that we know everyone, every networkers. I was working at the post office before. I was a manager, and I left there in 2009 because I was asking myself what I'm working for. Because I got no money, I'm always borrowing money for the bus fare to go to work. I rather go and sell. I just go in one of the company who's selling products. I bought a big bag longer than me. I went to Berea with it there, with my friend there. I went there and stayed there and sell all the products. I just give anyone and I will collect after. There was no money after that. Which means I lost off my money from post office. I go back again and start another business. I go to the one of the company, I won't name it. It's a network company, similar to this, but not same as this. I don't mention it. But I've been there. I went there in 2013 and go back. I go back again into 2015. I can't make it. And when I saw this one, I've never ever seen this business before like this. First time to see it, and it's clear. Everything is clear in this business. DuePoint, there's nothing hidden in DuePoint. You see everything. If you need to see your payment, you can see it in your smartphone. If you need to know how to go to overseas, they show you how to do it. In other companies, they say, no, you have to do this 220,000 points. I ask them how to do it. No. Only few people, they grab them to go to overseas. Here we can get everything clear. Everything is simple to do it. If you don't like to do it, it's your choice. And Spamadla used to say, we have a franchise with Brendan. This is a franchise. But people asking, where do you get people? You know, when I'm getting in a taxi, I just grab my phone and say, hello, how are you? And I close the phone off. Because sometimes the phone will ring while I'm speaking. I just say, hello. Do you know that business? Which business? I said, we have a Black Friday for life. Do you remember when we have a Black Friday? We was laughing at certain people. We say they are rich, but they are pushing each other with a green basket. With a Black Friday, at that Black Friday, they only 3 TVs, flat TVs. All of us were running for that flat screen, but only 3 will have it. In this business at DuePoint, all of us will have Black Friday for life.
You see? I don't have to do any of the talking. Huh? Absolutely fantastic. Chichi, you told me the other day about a story when you first got paid by DuePoint when you were talking to your mom. Tell us that story. Do you remember that one?
What?
When on your phone the payment came through. And your mom was like, Chichi, why are you crying?
Oh, I told my mom, I'm earning in this business. It's my first time to work in 1 month, then I get paid. I jump in, I get in at DuePoint in October 19. I earn in November 275 rand. That was great to me because no one can give me. Even now, if I ask one of you all here, please, I'm running short of 200 rand to go to Joburg. No one will give me. Some of them, they'll say, ooh, this mama is a crook. Because most of us, we are clean and wearing ties like Brendan, but we are crooks other sides. And my mom said, which company? I told my mom it's from Joburg in South Africa. There is no international business now. No more. I will never ever do the business with the man of the numbers. And they call it Bitcoins, BitClub, this. I'm hating this. I'm tired of them. Because sometimes you can look it in the screen and it's disappeared.
Fantastic. So, Chichi, what's the Durban team, what's your team and your channel doing in 2017? What are they going to do? What do you have to say to them about it?
Ooh, my team. You know what Brendan said to this business? We have to help each other. If you don't help 3, he didn't say you must help 5, 10, 20. You get paid if you help each other. If you don't help anybody, that business will say, "Brr." Because once I invite this lady here, and this lady didn't get paid, what happened to me? The business will go down. Then they will call it, it's an aeroplane. Because everyone must get paid. In Durban, I said to them, they must work as team, they must work forward. They mustn't look back forward. Because when you look back, you will fail to do anything.
Fantastic, Chichi. Thank you very much. Well done. Well done. No access to our head office, using the live streams and the tools we have online. And they have built, in 3 or 4 months, a 30,000 Rand a month business. As a team, they are going to be heavily rewarded this year. They're going to make it to the Western Cape with us. They're going to make it to Mauritius. And they're going to change their finances forever. Spamanda doesn't have time. He works too much, too often. He couldn't even make it here tonight because of his work commitments. But he wants out. He wants out, and he's building it, and he's built it in no time at all. Remember I said 30,000 Rand a month was 2 years? 2 years. He's done it in 4 months. 4 months. And he's already started changing the lives of all sorts of people. What does it feel like to have 8,000 Rand more a month coming into your pocket? What does that do to you right now? You still got your job. You have to have your job. But you've got an extra 8,000 Rand a month. That starts killing debts, doesn't it? That starts preparing you for retirement, doesn't it? That's what we're doing here. So, folks, it's decision time. End of the presentation, you've survived it. I've told you the whole of DuePoint. You can go away and do some more research. There's not much to find out. Our website has our full terms and condition policy documents online if you want to watch them before you even apply. Our Wealth Engineers Code of Conduct is there in full for you to read. That's our contract with you. But that's about all you can do in addition to what I've said tonight. Now it's a decision that you have to make to say, you know what? I'm going to commit a little bit of my free time and my energy and my thoughts into changing my life forever. You're going to commit. There's my 500 Rand. You hear it? I'm 500 Rand richer. The record is unbroken. All right, there it is. Folks, if you want to become a wealth engineer this evening, very, very simple. Go and fill out our application form. You can do it on your smartphone or tablet here tonight, hook up to our Wi-Fi. Otherwise, go to our iPads outside, fill out the application form, and in 5 minutes from now, you're a wealth engineer. You'll get a W number SMS to your phone, and your channel is born. It doesn't go into some kind of structure. It doesn't go online or overseas. It's yours here. And you can choose how big you will build that asset. You will choose how big. And it can start tonight. No money will leave your hands this evening in becoming a wealth engineer with us. Once you've done that, folks, I want you to sit down with your lead wealth engineer. I want you to tell them what they want, what you want from the DuePoint system. You need a goal. Because all of this could be zero for you. You could be earning nothing with the DuePoint system. If you don't have a goal and you don't use the DuePoint system in a plan-like manner to get there, 5 years from now, you'll be earning nothing. Nothing. And we don't want that. We want you to have that goal, and we want you to work towards it so you too can change your life forever. Folks, we're coming to Durban because of the massive efforts that are down there. Unfortunately, it's fully sold out. It's crazy. 24 hours, all the tickets were gone. But for those of you who are going to be at the Durban presentation, those watching live down in Durban right now, let me just remind you, it will start at 10 a.m. with an introduction presentation. That's the one you can bring guests to. At 1 o'clock, we will do a development seminar. That's a training session. It is for only registered wealth engineers. No guests to that one. We'll be training you guys down there. And then at 3 p.m., we'll be doing a leadership workshop, which is by invitation only. We'll be inviting the big leaders from down in Durban to come and have a special leadership workshop with us. Folks, there's no food there on the day. There'll be tea, coffee, and biscuits. Use the opportunity between the presentations, folks, to go and get lunch with your teams in the Durban city, strategize, train, and grow together. Use Durban City that day to your best advantage. 4th of March, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be there. Make sure that if you're a ticket holder, you're there. Guys, if you become a wealth engineer this evening, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is DuePoint channel. Search it, subscribe. If you do, you'll know the moment we go live and you'll know the moment we upload videos to it. There's hundreds of videos for you to use there. It's how the people around the country are building our channel by using their channel, by using our YouTube channel. So please subscribe to it. And then, folks, download our free app onto your phone. It's nice and easy. You've got free Wi-Fi here. Dump it on your phone. It plugs you straight into your channel with us. 365 in real time. You'll know what's going on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is my presentation. I can see you all itching to go. You're like, when will he end so I can go sign up? That's great. If you have any questions, please come and ask us. Anything, come and ask us. Do not walk out of here this evening without this tool in your hands. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching live, guys.